Hey, everybody. Let me get rid of the music here first, folks. Sorry. Gotta stop that music. There we go. Hello, everybody. Charlie Day from Day to Day Senior Care. How are you today? This is I'm running a little late here, but I wanted to at least get started, okay? So here we go. Good morning, Long Island. It's 9 a.m. on March 31st, and I'm stepping into the studio today with a heart full of gratitude, folks. We are closing out the quarter of our second year, the first quarter, sorry, of our second year at Day to Day Senior Care, and the numbers coming in this morning are absolutely humbling, folks. If you've seen them, first, I have to thank everyone. Thank you. In less than 90 days, since our very first podcast episode, our dedicated YouTube channel has surpassed 17,000 views, folks. That tells me one thing. Families across this island are hungry for honest, confident guidance on how to care for their loved ones. Thank you for making us our trusted source. But the digital views are only half of the story. As we wrap up Q1, I'm proud to share that 10 of our 12 original clients from year one are still with us, a retention rate that speaks to the deep bonds we build. On top of that, we've welcomed 7 new families this quarter alone, with our hours per client totals reaching new highs. People aren't just calling us for a check in, they are trusting us to be the backbone of their daily lives. Hey everyone, I'm Charlie Day from Day to Day Senior Care. I'm the owner of this company, which we started last year, January of 2025, and the first 4 to 5 months, as I was building the business, um, I found and took on 1, 2, 3, and then 4 clients of my own, doing about 35 to 40 hours a week, just working with them while I was still, bringing in new companions from former peers I've worked with, family, getting everybody on board, getting the HR set up, doing all these little operation things, very early social media posts, because I had no background in all this updated technology, including the introduction of AI to help. Um, and you see the massive social media posts out there. They're also high tech and AI generated, and just so different than it was back in 2015 and 13 when I was online doing some other business, publishing business. So, yeah, really, really, really important to share with everybody this, because again, we're a care. This is the Care with Confidence podcast, and I do have some script. I always said I would be raw and with no script, but it's impossible not to try and put on some script because I need to stay focused. I tend to get excited, folks. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so really excited. We'll start. Um, okay, so let's look at. I have the information here. Give me 1 second. We're going to go through a little bit of a script that I put together for my viewers. Give me a second here. Here we go. 1 second. Everything is backwards. Okay. So we'll start with the island wide vision. Okay. Um, so again, today is March 31st, and we're talking about this massive milestone. We've heard your calls from the North Fork to the South Shore. And today I'm officially discussing how the day to day senior care is tackling this coverage across Long Island. Okay. Our mission, many agencies stay small because scaling care is hard. Today I'm sharing how we maintain a boutique feel while serving families across two of the most unique counties in the country, Nassau and Suffolk. So again, when you start the business, and you start working with families and you're getting phone calls and you're meeting people, the most important thing is to be yourself. Share your experience with your families, the potential clients and their loved ones. Let them know your background. Let them know what you can do for them. You share the services that you want to offer to them, and they decide what they want to choose. Some of our clients are strict companion care, while non-medical. This is all non-medical. While others also want to incorporate our furry companion program. Others may need some of our yard and handyman services. um, we even do small construction of certain equipment services, like if you needed to install rails and handbars in the bathrooms. We outsource. We have contractors that I set you up. I'll introduce you to them, and under their insurance and their contract with me, they will go ahead and service your needs in the home for your loved one. Should there be any alterations, we do transition services. Our transition services are overseen by myself. I personally do those. And if I do run into a problem in the future and I can't do all of them, because that's one of the things that's my specialties I like to do, is to help families transition from either a hospital or a nursing home into assisted living, into their own home. If they have to go back into assisted living for some reason, or a nursing home or a hospital, I'm there with the families. I've worked with families already, and continuing to work with families. And even when we have our our clients and our companions, our clients know that Charles Day is more than just handing off a companion. I'm there for the duration, folks. If they need me from the start, if they need me for whatever I need to provide to help them, even if it's just a little less stress each day, because of the complexities in the senior care industry is so varied. There's so many moving parts. With my 3-decade experience, I help alleviate some of that stress on the families and let them know I'm going with them. I'm walking with them into the assisted living or the nursing home or the hospital. I'm going to meet with many of the peers I've known over the industry, and help them to assimilate into this new environment. Both client and families, because it's a whole network um, involved. So there's a lot, but we make it very simple for them because I guide them from start to finish. Okay. I'll keep an eye on the time. Okay. So the Long Island Network, generating leads on Long Island isn't about ads, folks. It's not about ads. Okay. It's about relationships. And I know I've only been going in my second year now, ending our first quarter, which again, as you can see from our promo, we're doing exceptionally well. But there's a reason for it. We're not doing anything out of the ordinary. Okay, we're not a franchise. We're not. We don't have a 20-year company backing us up with other states and countries and thousands of reviews, and that's all great. I mean, I hope maybe we can be there someday. I'm not worried about that. All I'm worried about is day to day, if you know what I mean. Literally, day to day, I do what we need to do to help families here on Long Island. Okay, so yeah, so actually, um, it's about not only the relationships. I'm spending my days connecting with the heartbeat of the island. Okay, the social workers, the discharge planners, and the community leaders, wherever they are in this, the in out in the Hamptons. I have people in Eastern Suffolk. I've got people in Western Suffolk. I've got people in Nassau and, towards Queens. Okay. I don't know everyone. I mean, there's a lot of other, social workers, but there's enough of my own former peers that I've worked with that can assist, if there's families that need our services, and they let me know. But most of my clients that I've retained have been through referral systems. Um, once I carried over 10 clients from the first year, which isn't much, but most of those clients again were from me. And then the last few months, because I didn't get my first client until April, so January, February, March was all negative. But from April through October-ish or whatever, I was able to get those and some others, and we had 12, but we carried over 10. But those people also knew other people, and a couple of those came to me. I've had some organic people that have come through our social media venues, because I'm very, very active. I'm the type of person that, you know what? You're going to hear it real. You're going to hear it day to day from me. You're going to see how we grow. You're going to be a part of our family. There's nothing to hide here. We're growing our company, and we're going to be doing some great things. So now there is a trend going on too. Okay, families, and I'm noticing families in the city are moving their aging parents to the island for a better quality of life. I don't know if some of you knew that. Um, I'll explain how we catch those families early to ensure their transition is seamless. Basically, what we're doing is, when we find out that people are coming out of a hospital or a nursing home, and the family who lived in this, the loved ones lived in the city, but they don't want to care for that. They can't stay in their apartments in the city anymore, so they're coming out to Suffolk County, and either they're getting those 55 and over communities, or or maybe a second home, smaller. They downgrade to a condo, but that's where they are, and they have rich history. We're just going with the flow of the way this, what do they call it? The gray wave or whatever it is, seniors that need help out there. There's so many seniors that need help, folks. There's a lot of companies out there, and there's still just not enough of us. Okay. So now let's be real. Long Island traffic is a beast. You cannot manage care in Montauk from an office in Queens without a strategy. I'm breaking down our zone management system here too. We the way we do it, I've structured it where, since I worked in the Hampton Center as a nursing home administrator for 4 years, I made a lot of connections over the years out there. I live out in Eastern Suffolk County, so what we do is I've hired and retained territory managers. They're called senior care specialists, and they help me, so we can market all areas. Okay, and these again are former peers or family. Um, I don't have to reach out to to the unknown folks yet, but I am looking to recruit new folks, new people, new senior transition specialists, probably late spring, early summer. I'll let you know about that. I'll post it. So, yeah. So what we do is um, we try and focus in on three territories. My sister is out in Nassau County. Our office is in Hicksville. We've got a satellite office in Levittown. We've got another office out in Holbrook and Hopog. And again, these are satellite offices based off our main office. We don't have a per se brick and mortar facility where everybody shows up in one place. I don't need that yet until I'm awarded my operator license for medical care. in the future for medical, medical services like a home care agency licensed by New York State DOH. Um, then we'll be able to, and when that time comes, once they tell me I'm okay and they approve me, and they see my licensed administrator, nursing home experience, and the other 25 years of experience, um, they'll know that I'm serious. They'll know that we want to, go from our non-companion into our medical uh, agency, so we can do third-party reimbursements for patients and clients that need uh, medical home care. Okay. Right now, if we have a companion that does need medical home care, I have people I know in the industry that I call upon right away, so they could come in and do their assessment and work with with our clients. But at the same time, our companions may still be in there, maybe at a lesser amount of time, but we always have that coverage if needed. And I'm finding too, folks, that even the PPL program that everybody has, you can only get so much, you know what I mean? If you get between 40, 45 hours a week, that's fine. But some of these clients need more than that. They still need somebody to be there overnight in case mom or dad gets up in the middle of the night, or an issue that someone that has some mild or advanced dementia still needs to be one to one, arm's length. So again, we're filling in the gaps, so to say. We're filling in the gaps as well. Um, and I also make sure, one thing I know is when you have companions, you don't want to be sending them more than 40 minutes from their location. So it's all about getting them the right client within close proximity. And there's reasons behind that, folks, a lot. Number one, you want a companion that's not going to be stressed out after driving an hour and a half to see somebody, and then be tired for the shift. There's a lot of reasons. I'm not going to get into all of that today, but again, being a good leader at the top, and understanding each component of this business structure. It's similar to when I ran buildings in nursing homes, and was a director in many of assisted livings. Same thing. The management, working with people. Um, Care with Confidence is a program for families and caregivers. So our families will watch our podcast as well, so they get to see how we do our operations here at Day to Day Senior Care. We're not hiding anything. We want to be able to let them know that we are a business, but we're professional business, and that we're doing the right thing by servicing our clients. Um, okay. So yeah, and whether you're in Huntington or the Hampton Bays, we our day to day senior care standard does not change. Okay, it's it's also our placement philosophy. Very, very important, folks. It's about a micro match. Okay, we look at the client's lifestyle. Are they a beach person, a gardener, a lifelong islander? We match companions best we can who share that Long Island DNA. Okay. One reason why we started a day-to-day weekend camper getaways, originally was just weekend getaways, but we do camping events. I've already booked some reservations out here on Long Island. We're going to be in Wildwood in May. We're going to have an event for our senior, our companion, our clients, and our companions. We're going to host lunches, fires, toasting marshmallows, being in the outdoors. We've got RVs for our clients or companions to go in if it rains. We've got bathroom right there inside our RVs. We want to give them that outdoor camping experience. I bring my fishing pole and my rod and my fishing gear, and I'll grab a few of my clients that enjoyed fishing to go fishing, supervised with our camper companions. Okay. So, we get the release with the families that, we're going to do this and do that. And we always make sure we bring the right people that can have that mobility and structure to be able to enjoy that time. Otherwise, we do a smaller time intervals where we'll do 2 hours where, families will just drop their loved ones off. They can stay as well and have some grilled, hamburgers and hot dogs and, toasted marshmallows, get the campfire going with some music as the sun sets. It's all great, folks, with the woods around. You don't need to be up in, Maine, although we're gonna be up there. But our Camper Companion program is also branching out of New York, obvious, because of the better camping up in Maine, and because I have a license up in Maine as well, so we are bringing the business up into Maine. um, that's our next big growth this year. That so we have some property, we have the campgrounds, we've got the staff that will help with the. I'm not the only one that is bringing up an RV, depending on how many people we get. But that's going to be a good thing too. But that's separate. I'm getting carried away here. But again, yeah, we want to be able to give, other activities that we offer. We take our companions out, our clients out on excursions, walks, grocery shopping, um, libraries, shows. It's something bingo, whatever they need. Okay. All right. So Long Island is our home. If you're anywhere from Nassau border to the lighthouse and you need care plan that actually works, we're ready for you. Okay. I forgot to ask if then I do offer questions. Let me check the chat. I totally forgot about that. All right. Yeah, I don't see anybody on the chat. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know a lot of people are working today. That's fine, folks. I really appreciate again everybody um, going and watching our videos after they've gone live. I know many people are busy, but again, I'm very thankful for 123 subscribers in less than 90 days. I don't know where everyone's coming from, but I totally appreciate all of you, and wanted to thank you again for joining us and watching our videos. If anyone has any questions, they can certainly go into our chat. I'll say hello over there. Okay, so we're going to have some guests on over the next several weeks too. So I'll keep you all updated on that. Let you know how that's going. Okay, we'll let you know who our guests are going to be. We're going to have caregivers uh, sharing and other experts in the field. I may have another home care agency actually that's going to come on soon, and we'll talk with her about her company and what she's doing to grow things. Okay. And the last thing I want to share is I have it over here. Okay. So again, folks, I'll leave you with this. All right. We aren't just a business that's a year old, a little over a year. We're a community staple that is doubling down on quality. 17 families across Long Island are waking up today with the peace of mind that only day to day senior care provides. Are you ready to be number 18? Give us a call. Let us know. Um, if you're a family member, you have a loved one that's watching this video, we are Care with Confidence. That's why, You can trust us to help. We do comprehensive assessments, unique and for your loved ones. I'm Charles Day again from Day to Day Senior Care. We host this podcast and we also host um, On the Road series, which is gaining a lot of traction, literally, because people are interested to see inside behind the scenes. And I've got some great events coming up throughout April, May, and into the summer. Got some really great guests, some titans in the industry. And again, it's not just assisted living or nursing homes. It's hospitals, um, social workers, from social workers to aides to top executives in the business. Um, Many of my former peers are going to be special guests, and I am open to bringing in other guests as we round out the rest of this year. You just give me a call or DM me and let me know, and I will certainly uh, talk with you and get you on one of our future podcasts. We'll get you scheduled in. Okay. All right, folks. I'm going to cut it out early today. There's no reason why I should hang on if I have no script left. Um, but yeah, uh, let's see. What do we got? Thursday night on the road show starts at 7:30, and then Friday morning we have our third podcast in our day to day senior care series, starting your own senior care business, which I think these last couple episodes have been very, very uh, rewarding. A lot of some people have shared their thoughts on that. How they like to know how to get the company up and running. They want to start their business. Okay, all right, everyone. Wishing you all a great Tuesday, and be sure to check us out on YouTube channel for any of our past podcasts and videos.